In the heart of Monteria, a quiet city in Colombia, lies a beautiful university campus surrounded by trees, young dreams, and the steady rhythm of academic life. Every morning, the cafeteria filled with the buzz of students grabbing coffee, sandwiches, and jokes to start their day. The aroma of fresh bread mixed with laughter, sneakers squeaking on tiled floors, and the familiar line at the counter was all part of a normal day. Among the crowd, however, one figure stood out, though he wasn't a student. He had no backpack, no books, only 4 legs, fur speckled in brown and black, and a quiet presence. He was just a street dog. He had no name, but everyone knew him. Some students called him Buddy, others called him Chiquito, and a few just said, "That cafeteria dog." He never begged. He didn't bark for food or chase people for scraps. He would simply sit a few feet away from the counter, his eyes full of curiosity and warmth, and silently watch the world go by. But what nobody noticed, at least at first, was that this dog was learning. Every single day, he observed students walk up to the counter, hand over money, and receive biscuits, sandwiches, or coffee in return. It became a pattern in his eyes, a rule. Give something, get something. He didn't understand currency, but he understood value, and his clever little brain began to wonder, if I bring something, will I get something too? Then one day something extraordinary happened. The cafeteria was buzzing as usual. The lines were long, and students were joking around, hungrily waiting for their turn. That's when he appeared. But this time he wasn't empty-pawed. In his mouth was a fresh green leaf, carefully plucked, still whole, almost shiny. He trotted forward and, to everyone's surprise, stood up on his hind legs, placing the leaf gently on the cafeteria counter. He looked directly at the man behind the counter. His eyes said it all. "This is my money. May I have a biscuit, please?" The room fell silent. For a few seconds, nobody moved. The man at the counter, Miguel, a kind-faced cafeteria worker, froze with a biscuit in hand. A group of students nearby stopped talking mid-sentence. One girl gasped softly. Another started recording on her phone. Miguel slowly reached for the leaf. He picked it up like a payment. Then, with a tender smile, he bent down and placed a small biscuit on the counter. The dog wagged his tail once, gently picked up the biscuit, and walked away with grace. Not like a beggar, but like a customer. Everyone clapped. Some laughed. Some teared up, because they realized they had just witnessed something pure. The next day he came again with another leaf. And again he was given a biscuit. It became a routine. Every afternoon, around the same time, the little dog would trot in, pick a clean, green leaf from a nearby tree, and pay for his biscuit at the counter. He never barked, never took more than one. Always one leaf, always one biscuit, a transaction of dignity. Soon students began calling him Little Pay. Others named him Client Dog. The staff called him Our Little Gentleman. Word spread fast. One of the students posted the video online with the caption, "This dog pays for his food with a leaf. Be more like him." Within hours, the video went viral. People across Colombia and then the world were touched. Thousands of comments flooded in. "He understands respect more than some people. That's not just a dog. That's a lesson. He doesn't beg. He gives. That's dignity." Soon, journalists came to see him. News outlets featured his story. Social media dubbed him El Client de Hoja, the leaf customer. But fame didn't change him. He still brought one leaf. He still asked for one biscuit. One afternoon, a philosophy professor sat at a corner table, watching the little dog place his leaf on the counter again. He smiled and turned to his students. "Do you see this?" he said. "This dog doesn't speak our language, doesn't know our economy, but he understands fairness. He teaches us that respect isn't taught. It's observed. It's felt. That's wisdom." Another student whispered, "He doesn't take. He trades. That's what makes him different." Little Pei wasn't just a dog anymore. He became a symbol on campus. Students started leaving water bowls for him. Some brought blankets during rainy days. Others left small toys. But still, he preferred to earn his biscuit. Even when students offered him extras, he would first place his leaf on the counter. Miguel, the cafeteria worker, said in an interview, "He's not a stray anymore. He's family. And he reminds us every day, no one is too small to have dignity." The most powerful part of this story wasn't just the dog's cleverness, but the reaction of the humans around him. In a world divided by wealth, race, education, and language, a simple dog reminded everyone that true connection needs none of that. All it takes is observation, intention, and kindness. Even today, if you walk into that university cafeteria in Monteria around 2 p.m., you'll likely see him, sitting patiently near the counter. His fur might be a little older now, his legs slower, but his eyes, still bright, still full of hope. He picks his leaf with care, never crumpled, always fresh, and walks up to the counter like he's placing an order. And whoever's behind the counter knows what to do. They smile, take the leaf, and give him his daily biscuit. It may look like a simple act, but to everyone who's ever seen it, it's a moment of pure grace. This isn't just a story about a dog. It's a reminder that even the smallest creatures understand kindness. That respect isn't about power, it's about intent. And that sometimes, a simple green leaf can be more valuable than money, if it's offered with love,